Hey everyone, welcome back. So this week April and I find ourselves at the local farmers market to get some plants that will not only attract pollinators, but will shoo away mosquitoes at the same time. So stay with us, you're going to enjoy it. What makes a good pathway to a sitting area that not only promotes mosquito repellent, but also pollinators? Hi, my name is Drew Short. And my wife April and I started this channel called Short Hobby Garden to help you guys get through the trials and tribulations of beginning gardening, and we are going to share our knowledge that will help benefit you so you don't have to go through those failures like we did. So let's get started on today's project. So this is our gazebo that we put up a couple of years ago, and we enjoy using it, but during the heat of summer we do have issues with mosquitoes and things like that. So what we did to start is we planted up some lavender plants right here. We went to Ace Hardware, picked up about, 5? And planted them on either side of this pathway. Now, I am probably going to make this pathway a little more narrow so we can have a little bit more room for some plantings. But lavender is something that mosquitoes don't like. And we figured we would plant these small and start letting them get acclimated and grow a lot bigger rather than spending a lot of money on a huge plant, specifically because we can't afford that anyway. And we do have these blank spaces now, so what we're going to plant in these areas will help with the pollinators. So let me show you what those are.
Okay, so we have some native Guara here. This is a perennial full sun. It will get 2 to 3 feet high and spread 2 to 3 feet. So it will bloom between May to September. So the whole season. It's a white, but the little buds come out as kind of a pinky color. They're very pretty, and then white blooms. We got these from a local grower, Sanctuary Gardens. They focus on native Oklahoma plants, and we got this at the farmer's market last Saturday. So we're gonna place one here in between these two lavender. And then I think this other one is gonna go right here.
And one of the golden rules that you can think about when putting plantings in your garden is to think in odd numbers. It's a lot easier to space things out evenly when you're dealing with odd numbers because you can always have one in the middle and then say 1 or 2 on either side. And it's a lot easier to make it look pleasing to the eye rather than an even number. So this is an odd number of plantings because we have this little barrel right here that gives us our 5 and the Guara in the middle.
Okay, so on this side we have 3 because we have the, what is that, Sweet Spire?
Sweet Spire, yeah.
And then a lavender, Guara, and then our herb planter, of course. Guara, lavender, Guara, lavender.
So we really are excited about the Guara mainly just because of how wispy and kind of fairy tale-ish they look in a backyard garden that doesn't have necessarily the formality that maybe our front yard does. So we're going to get these in the ground, throw some plant tone in the hole. We'll probably pre-water the hole and then get them buried basically.
Buried or planted?
Whatever you want to call it, I guess.
Probably planted's better.
You say tomato, I say mind your business.
Well, all right.
So I'm not really wanting to plant these very deep just because, like April just mentioned, the root ball isn't that big. But I am loosening up some dirt around it just to give some room for the roots to kind of spread and not feel so bound in that little bitty root ball. And again, plant a little bit high, maybe about a 1/2 inch of the height of the root ball. That way you'll allow for a little bit of settling as well as less pooling of water around the root ball to create root rot, which is what you don't want. And they actually have this Guara in not just white, but they also have it in pink. I know that Proven Winners has a line that is pink.
Correct.
And we originally thought about putting pink in here, but when we saw the grower at our farmer's market, his prices were just crazy good, and we just couldn't pass them up.
And of course, I try to do natives when I can because they do better. They're better for the garden and for the area. So in case anybody has noticed these unattractive little fences we have placed around here, they are temporary. They are to protect the little plants right now until they get a little bit of size on them. And because they're new, we have a couple of dogs who have a habit of running out the back door in a hurry when you let them out and running over anything in their path. And we did not want that to happen to these plants.
Boy, look at those roots right there. We're gonna loosen those up a bit. Again, if you get any that are kind of root bound like that, you can loosen them. It won't hurt the plant. It'll just entice them to grow out instead of stay in that particular spot. Grub!
Was that you?
Grubs.
Oh no. Leave it out for the robins to get and feed their baby. Look at those babies. Hello, little ones. Larry, Mo, and Curly doing very well. They're up there, growing.
This vinca vine is flirting with me. So just a couple of planting tips. Whenever you're planting, just like we said before, plant your root ball just a little bit higher than the height of the soil. Also, dig your hole big enough that the soil will be nice and loose so you can entice those roots to grow out instead of being confined to the same size as the pot. Give it some fertilizer. You can probably wet the inside of the hole and give the plant the best start possible. Anything else?
I think you've covered it very good.
Okay. Well, if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to learn more about gardening as a hobbyist or beginner, be sure and check out either this video or playlist, and we'll see you on the next one. See ya.
Bye.